Hi, my name is Pip Lacey and this is Great British Chef's signature series. I associate rabbit with coming into spring because you want to have it with spring veg. I think people are quite precious of the rabbits because you have pet rabbits and things like that, but these aren't those kind of rabbits. So people say rabbit tastes like chicken. I don't think it does necessarily. It's a bit more delicate. It tastes like rabbit. I love butchery. The smaller the animal, the kind of easier it is because it's more manageable. And when you get to the size of pig, cow, it gets a bit, need to have a few more muscles. But yeah, I just love the butchery side of things. Hi, I'm Pip Lacey and we're here at the Hiche Heart and I'm going to be cooking a rabbit and baby veg dish. I chose this dish because I absolutely love prepping rabbit, the whole animal. It's really interesting to do. I first did a rabbit in my first chef job at the York and Albany. I couldn't wait to get involved and learn new things straight away. So the first step, we are going to take the livers and kidneys out, debone the leg, take off the shoulders, take off the loin, and basically deconstruct the rabbit. So the kidneys have a membrane on, which you can just take off, peel off with your fingers. So we're going to sear these off. So we'll take the shoulders off. So now I'm going to take the legs off. I can just twist these. Split the rack open, take the heart out. So here we're separating the ribs and the loins. So this is the loin. Okay, now we're going to do the rack. So for this you just need to scrape down the bones. Do it gently so they don't break. They're quite delicate. I love butchering. It's nice to use the whole of the animal for everything. Okay, so bones and trim, we're going to make a sauce out of that. We've got livers that we're going to sear off, or kidneys we're going to sear off. They take minimal cooking, and we'll use the heart as well. So we'll just sear all that offal off. The loins, they're a little bit more tender than the leg, so we're going to cook these in the water bath, but these are all the muscles of the legs. And then you've got the rack, which is also like the fillet part here, which is even more tender than the loin. So now we're going to do some veg prep for it. So we've got the baby veg, some baby carrots, some nave, more carrots. I'm going to pickle some purple carrots and shallot rings together. So just shaving the carrot thin. And then we'll just slice some shallots nice and thin. Just prepping the cavolo nero. Just going to do it for a few minutes in the oven. A bit of salt, olive oil. It goes nice and crispy for the garnish on the rabbit. I'm going to cook the baby veg in a bit of water, butter and sugar. Meantime, we're going to do a little pickling liquor for the shallots and carrots and nave. So a little bit of chardonnay vinegar, a little bit of sugar, some mould and salt, and some water, thyme, rosemary, and the garlic. So we're going to bring this to the boil and then pour it over the vegetables. So our baby veg is cooked now. I'm just going to let that rest and cool down in the water. Okay, this is boiling now. Our pickling liquor. We'll just pour that over the veg, shallots, carrots, and that'll just nicely pickle. Take our pickled baby veg. I'm going to cut this in half. The radish, I just would like it nice and raw, so we're just going to slice it up with a mandolin, nice and thin. Chives. Just going to make a very quick carrot puree. Literally going to slice the peel and slice the carrots really thin and saute them in a pan and braise them with a little bit of white wine, a bit of water, and then blend it with butter. A nice glossy, bright orange carrot puree. We're going to put this in the blender with a good knob of butter, season it up and blend it until it's nice and glossy. So with all these pieces, what we're going to do is just season them up. Yeah, so the loins will season it up, put it in the bag, 65 degrees, kind of like 4 or 5 minutes, and the legs take about 12 minutes, and the rack's about 6 minutes. bit of table salt, maybe a little bit of thyme in each bag as well. So it's nice aromats. I'm not a massive sous vide cooker, but there's a time and a place for it, and I got taught how to do this with the rabbit, and I think it is one of the nicest ways to have it. It's just more control. Sometimes meat tastes more when you cook it more, but not with rabbit, I think. Okay, so now we've got all the different pieces fat packed. We're going to put them in the water bath together and pull them out at different times. And in that time we can sear off our livers and kidneys. So nice hot pan, and season offal last minute, just before you're going to put it in the pan. Otherwise it starts to cook it and releases water and it just doesn't sear as nice. So a nice bit of colour on each side of the livers. Kidney offal is very quick to cook. We're going to roast off the bones to make the sauce. So we'll colour these off, then we'll cook off some shallots, thyme, garlic, rosemary, add some chicken and beef stock, then the bones, and slowly simmer it and reduce it to a nice glazed rabbit jus. The easiest way to do this rabbit and use everything is probably to cook it whole and not, be chefy and take it all to bits. It's just, whack it on the barbecue and cut the head off, and then everything else pretty much will be edible. The rabbit loin from the rack out. Okay, so these two are done. We're just going to go another 4 minutes on the legs to make sure they're nicely cooked. Okay, so legs ready. So out of one rabbit, you just hope to get a few portions. What I'm going to do is portion up the loin, the rack, and the legs, and so each plate would have a little bit of each. Okay, so we're just going to portion it up. I'm going to cut the loin into 3. So we'll take a bit from each. That's going to be our portion. Okay, so we're going to take some of the sauce that we made earlier, and we're going to heat the rabbit up really gently. Just pop the rabbit. Just put it on a very low heat. A couple of seconds. Okay, so I've just coated the rabbit in the jus, and we're ready to plate. So we're just putting the legs, the loin, and the rack onto the plate, and then we're going to dress the vegetables round. Baby veg, baby carrots, baby nave, radishes, pickled carrots, pickled shallots, carrot puree, and more rabbit sauce. I'm just going to finish it with some nasturtium cress and crispy cavolo. So this is the kidney, the liver, and the heart. This is my rabbit and baby veg dish.